Howdy everyone, I'm back at it again. It's a beautiful summer day for some kayak fishing. It's a little bit hot and sticky out here today, but it's a perfect kind of day to hop in the kayak, head out to the river. If I get too warm, I'll jump in and go for a quick swim, I think. We're gonna try for some topwater smallies out here today. I've got a new kind of an interesting lure to try out. This is the Megabass Live'n Cicada. Really kind of a goofy looking lure, but I've got a big cicada hatch going on this summer. I don't know. Maybe it'll do the trick. Really curious to see what kind of action this lure has. So I'll get it tied on real quick and we'll check it out. I was looking at the box and it said to give it a twitch pause kind of retrieve, which is really what I was assuming. I imagine those are going to spin around a little bit, make a little bit of commotion. Let's see how it looks. It's kind of like a little buzzbait type of deal. Hearing some fish splashing up here. Better head that way and start tossing that Live'n Cicada around. Yeah, I mean, it's really not the best action, but out here on the river, it's a lot of reaction strikes, so we'll see if we can get something on that lure. I think you kind of want to pop it a little bit. Yeah, like that. Then it flings some water up a little bit at least. I think the key is to get it in front of fish, make it look lively, and hopefully they'll fall for it. See a fin up there. I don't know if that's a carp fin or a smallie fin though. Oh, it's a carp. I can see him. That was a smallie though. First fish of the day on that Live'n Cicada. Oh, it's a real nice smallie too. Up here. Well, that one there was pretty much a reaction strike. As soon as I tossed that lure up there, I saw the wake coming for it. Got one on the Live'n Cicada. About 5 feet into making my way onto the river here. That's a beauty of a smallie. One up there. He said no thanks though. He didn't like the looks of that Live'n Cicada, I guess. Well, maybe I just threw it too close and startled him. I think from what I've found so far, the best way to fish that lure is to kind of hop it, almost like a hollow body frog. Gets those little wings spinning. I mean, if I just steady retrieve it, I gotta fish it pretty fast to get that lure to make some decent action, so. Just hopping it like that. Seems to churn up some water pretty good. Got him. Swimming right back at me. I thought he was a little bit bigger than that, but that's not a bad smallie. Come here, easy. Second fish of the day on the Live'n Cicada. Just covering a little bit of water with it there. That guy came up and smashed it. Not a bad little smallie. There we go. There's one hanging out right along the bank up there. Come on up here, you. Nice. It's been a little bit of a tough bite out here today, but we're finding a few with that Live'n Cicada lure. There's a nice smallie. Tucked up here and probably about 6 inches of water. Yeah, I cast right before that. I saw just a little ripple up next to the bank there. I figured there's just a little baby bass up there, but nope. Turned out to be about an 18-inch smallie. Yeah, I wasn't really sure if they'd eat this weird looking lure, but I suppose if you get it out there, get it close to them, give it some movement, make it look lively, there's a pretty good chance they're gonna come up and smash it. Oh, I've got a little bit of shade right here. I like this. There's one. Decent fish. Yeah, it's kind of on the smaller side. Hey, I'll take it, as long as he doesn't put that hook in me. Little guy hanging out up here in the current, right off the weed edge here. Yeah, that first fish of the day might be the tough one to beat today. Didn't measure it, but that was probably about a 19-inch smallie, I would think. Yeah, that's one gripe I have with this lure. I'm just not a fan of the double hooks. I mean, those things are longer than I think they need to be, which, I mean, they hang up on each other, they hang up on the wings here, they hang up on the line. My line wraps around the wings. Yeah, there's just a lot of moving parts with this lure. I'm kind of getting the action down at least now. Those first few casts with this thing earlier, I was really questioning whether I wanted to spend the day fishing it, but I think just popping it along like that seems to work best. Got what, 4 fish in now with that little guy? We'll keep fishing around, see if we can find any more. Little baby smallie. We'll short arm him, make him look real big. Yeah, we found a couple nice ones up here. I wasn't really sure what to expect. It's a little bit earlier in the season than I would typically come out here and try for river smallies, but I've been doing a lot of frog fishing for largemouth bass lately. It's hard not to. We've had a lot of rain this year, so the water levels are up, which usually makes for a good frog bite. Also makes the river flow a little bit fast. But we're finding some fish willing to bite that Live'n Cicada lure. It's kind of a goofy lure. Wasn't sure if they'd bite that crazy thing or not. Oh, something just gave it a little smooch back there. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of those double hooks though. They're just kind of tangled up together there. Yeah, my line's tangled up around one of the wings or something. There's just so many moving parts to tangle up on that lure. It's like 1 out of 3 casts. Like my hook is caught on the wings and then my line is wrapped around the wings. There's 2 different things that got fouled up that cast. Yeah, I can't say I'll be itching to fish that lure again. After today, I'll probably retire that one. But it's such a crazy lure, I had to just give it a try at least. I was working my way back downstream now. Hoping to find another fish or 2 before I have to paddle off into the sunset. Yeah, I didn't find anything else on the other side of the island. Found that one little baby smallie kind of right out in front. Yeah, it's been a little bit slow going out here today, but we're finding a few. Oh no. That was a nice one right there. That was a really nice one. They just aren't like, they aren't really slamming top water. I doubt that fish is going to come back for it because I've been able to get him to hit once pretty much all night. Took a swipe at it. Should we throw the craw jig up there? I mean, I'd really like to catch them all on that Live'n Cicada, but he took a swipe at that and that was about it. Let's see if he'll eat the craw here. So that looked like a real nice fish. Well, he ate the craw. That's not a bad fish. Well, he came out and took a really light swipe at that topwater lure. I missed him with that, but tossed my little Nico craw and a jig head over there, and yeah, fish came over and grabbed that. I'll score one for the craw. I'm gonna put that away and stick with the top water though. Oh, there we go. What was that? Something big hanging out right off the bank over there. Is it a smallie? It is a smallie. I figured that was going to be a pike or a largemouth. Oh, nice smallie. Man, I just threw that lure over there and this fish absolutely exploded off the bank. Got him with both sides of that double hook. There we go. Well, there's a nice fish. Kind of a skinny one, but probably one of the longer fish I've caught out here today. 18 inches. Came out and smashed that topwater cicada lure. That was awesome. There we go. There's one hanging out off the pencil reeds over here. Work my way out of the river current. I'm gonna kind of fish my way back up to that point where I caught the first fish of the day. Not a bad little fish. He smashed that topwater hard. Put up a good fight. Okay, we might have time for one or two more. I should just stay out here till sunset. I'm starting to hear fish splashing. I'm guessing a lot of it's carp, but thinking, oh, something just splashed over here. He was looking at my lure there. He didn't smash it though. Why didn't he smash it? Oh, there we go. There's two fish going for that lure over there. Oh, yeah. We've got a real nice one on here. I saw two wakes. Oh, darn it. I saw two wakes going for that lure over there. I didn't even realize one of them had it in his mouth. Oh, that fish just straight up stole my rear hook. Well, that's no good. I'll stick that one on the back there. Really wish I could have got that fish in. All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for today's trip. That sun's getting low in the sky and I've got a lot of distance to cover to get back to my truck, so it's about time for me to paddle off into the sunset. Yeah, I was really hoping I could get my hooks into one more fish after I lost that really nice one, but yeah, I fished around another half hour or so and no more action on the Live'n Cicada. So yeah, my final thoughts on that lure, well, it fished all right. I definitely won't be fishing that one again. It's not going to stay in my tackle box. It's just kind of a frustrating lure. There's so many moving parts. It seemed like about a quarter of my cast, either the line was getting wrapped around one of those wings or one of the two double hooks. And yeah, speaking of those double hooks, I'm not really a fan of them. As you could see, probably the biggest fish of the day I hooked into over there, and he just straight bent one of those hooks off. But I mean, they're just so long. Those double hooks were getting caught together, getting caught on the wings, getting caught on my line, so yeah. Too many moving parts. I spent about as much time fixing this lure up and cleaning the weeds off of it today as I did fishing it. But we caught a handful of nice smallies out here with that Megabass topwater cicada. Yeah, I've been wanting to try one of those for a while. I saw a picture of that lure maybe a year or two back and really wanted to get my hands on one, and luckily somebody sent me one to try, so got to put it to the test out here this evening. We caught a handful of nice smallies on that guy. It was a perfect evening to be out here in the kayak. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure did. Thanks for coming along with me again. I'll see you next time.